E aí pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui quem fala é o Miles, com vocês aí eu vou fazer o gameplay do Assassin's Creed 3. Bom, vou começar um jogo novo aqui. Bora lá, deixa Desmond mesmo, né?
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up, or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Bom pessoal, primeiramente eu queria pedir desculpa, né? Eu não sei se vocês gostam do idioma em inglês, mas é assim que eu prefiro e também não consegui pegar o audio pack em português, então desculpa aí.
We're here.
Agora o Desmond já não é mais o Adam Sandler, né? Igual tava no Revelations.
Let's go.
Tamo aí. Bom, pessoal, eu dei um new game aí pra pegar as cutscenes e deixar tudo completo certinho pra vocês, né? Porque se eu pegasse dos outros jogos que eu já tô mais avançado e os que eu já zerei, aí ia ficar meio incompleto, assim, sabe? Aquelas coisas com corte. Então, e é melhor. Nossa, eu gosto muito desse jogo. Vamos pegar desde o começo mesmo pra ir entendendo junto com vocês. Explorar total. Abrindo a porta
In
do
another
templo.
moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Caramba, né, mano? Você viu? Até o Sean e a Rebecca mudaram muito. Tipo, pra caramba. Uma excursãozinha básica no templo.
I think we're here.
Mas vamos brincar de escorrega aí, né? Achamos aí a primeira chave, né, entre aspas, para energizar o templo, né? Vamos precisar de mais outras ainda, outras 3, para ir abrindo esses pedaços do templo aí. E começou já os delírios.
Son? Sir.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Nossa, mudou a cara de repente, né?
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
Tudo bem.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Isso aqui já é aquele treinamento bem básico. Tranquilo, né?
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
Aliás, falando nessas constraints aí, tem umas bem chatinhas pelo jogo, né?
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Isso aí, tranquilo.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Aí já estamos de Haytham Kenway.
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your
Esse
invitation.
cara é foda também,
Master
viu?
Birch will
Fala a
be meeting
verdade.
you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Aí, estamos aí na fazer a missão da ópera, né?
Shall I take your coat, sir?
No thanks.
Don't remind me. A pox on all who've been bathing in winter.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Agora vamos identificar o nosso alvo. Ali.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Both against roach.
I already have.
What is but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mall had sent word her trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters so as to bring her off.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may
1,000
satisfy
pardons.
that I'll soften the evidence.
My apologies.
Okay, sir.
Senta aí.
Guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand. This is death without reprieve. I may venture to book you. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation, so I can get more by her staying in England.
Betty had brought more food
Aí pessoal, não sei se vocês, muitos de vocês sabem ou não, mas aquele que tava lá embaixo, ó, o casal aí se pegando, pegação, opa, opa, ô louco.
None of the gang take her off. She may, in the common course of business, leave her 12
Ah, então, eu tava
months
falando, aquele lá embaixo que tava conversando com o Haytham é o Reginald Birch, né? Ele foi a maior influência do Haytham, a razão pela qual o Haytham se tornou templário.
There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a
Peraí.
fine woman. 'Twas to her I was obliged for my education. And to say a bold word, she hath trained up more young fellas to the business than the gaming table.
Truly, Filch, thy observation is right. We in the surgeons are more beholden to women than all the professions besides.
Sir, Black Mall hath sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon.
Mas foi realmente uma pena, né, o Haytham não ter continuado como um assassino, né? Ele, sim, teria sido muito foda. Mas, enfim, né? Fazer o quê? Continua sendo foda de qualquer jeito, né?
I've got a bit of stage fright.
Dutch character probleminha.
Burning.
Of love like law are one by time.
Tá aí o nosso alvo.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
As am I.
Adeus. Quietinho. Não diga nada. Curiosidade, pessoal, esse menininho aí vai ser um dos aqueles assistentes assassinos do Connor. Muito mais pra frente vocês vão ver. Agora virou caos aí. Oh, nossa senhora. Licença, licença. Só licença aí.
It happened right in that balcony.
What are those men doing in there?
I'm staying where it's safe.
Order! We must move! Order! Imbecile! Where are you going?
Ixi. Pegou o carinha lá.
I'll search in on here. You search down there. Very well. Find anyone, give a shout.
Last I heard, there was danger in another war guy.
Sai. Licença, licença. Escapamos.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that to be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Master Kenway. Então vamos lá. Partiu pra América. As musiquinhas clássicas de navio. Querido diário.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Vamos lá tomar um arzinho, refrescar.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Oh, you don't stick right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you be.
Toma esse fome
For
também.
Joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this. That's enough, Graves. Stay out of this.
Vamos lá. Tretar então.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
Então vem você também. Nossa, o voador de 2 pés é muito foda.
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why is that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
Devia estar com medo mesmo.
Do you yield?
Never!
É.
How do you like these odds?
Tu vai apelar pra faquinha então, né?
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Think.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood?
Ficou com o cu na mão agora.
Excellent. Good day.
Trocou de taça. Nojo do... Ficou com nojo do rei. Então aí, né, o capitão do navio tá suspeitando que os tripulantes vão trair ele. E nós vamos investigar daqui a pouco o que tá acontecendo aí.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
Então lá, nós vamos investigar agora.
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Vamos ver o que esse cara aí sabe.
I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Bom, eu vou aqui falar com o cozinheiro.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Vamos lá falar com o James. Sabe alguma coisa.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer
Os
some
caras
questions.
dançando no fundo.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Os tripulantes realmente odeiam o capitão do navio. Nós vamos ver os caras jogando barril, né? Eles vão deixar traços pra trás.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that?
Ah lá. Os caras deixando...
Throwing cargo overboard.
Deixando os rastros.
But why?
He's got our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on that.
Detetive Kenway.
We're stuck in fish and biscuits.
Logo, o outro navio vai achar a gente.
Most curious.
Então vamos lá, vamos dormir aí.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Eles já acharam.
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks!
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin. Or do I need to have you escorted?
O mais foda, ele colocou no porão.
Haytham.
Besteira.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
sure this is how you want to play it?
Vamos lá, um duelo, né? Deixar as coisas mais interessantes. Nossa, já? Rápido, hein?
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
You'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm.
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right.
Isso aí, deixa correr.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Vamos lá. Amarrar essas cordas benditas. Isso aí, amarra bem firme. Limpa o catarro.
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Haytham, you take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you!
Ô coragem, hein? Subir aí. Agora fodeu. Tem que salvar o carinha ali. Segura aí, tiozão. Já vai. Já vai. Peguei. Aí.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
E tá aí. Temos fuga. Chegando já na América, né? Você tá ouvindo aí as gaivotas piando aí? O rei também já na depressão aí. Também, né? Mais de 2 meses no mar. Foda, hein?
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Então vamos lá agora, no topo do navio. Fazer o viewpoint, né? Que seria. Aí pessoal, uma das cenas mais épicas do Assassin's Creed 3, né? Eu curti muito essa parte. Chegando aí, ó. Aliás, é lindo, né, cara? A trilha sonora do Assassin's Creed 3 é muito foda. E estamos aí. Bom, pessoal, eu já vou saindo por aqui. Eu vim fazer a sequência 1 para vocês. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. E o Yusuf vai retomar depois. Em breve, né? E não esqueça aí de dar um like no nosso vídeo, comentar e dar um subscribe se você já não estiver inscrito. Falou, pessoal, um abraço, até a próxima. Valeu!